Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I will be going over how to take care of your indoor Phalaenopsis orchids. So let's get started. It is February, guys, and we just had Valentine's Day, and all over my news feed on my social media, I see pictures and photos of beautiful orchids given as gifts, and at the bottom it says, oh my goodness, now I have to keep this alive. How do I keep it alive? What do I do now? How do I water it? Oh my God. You guys, these orchids are so easy to maintain. They are awesome flowers. They're awesome plants. They are my favorites, and I'm sure a lot of your favorites, because they come in different sizes. They come in different shapes. I have some phals here that are really big, and then I have some that are small, and then I have mini phals. So these are very popular in the orchid, in the orchid family. And like I said, they're called Phalaenopsis. I like to call them phals. They're also known as moth orchids. So, and that pretty much all means the same, depending on how you want to call it. So anyway, so you just got your first orchid, or you just got your first beginner orchid, and you got it as a gift, or you purchased it and you don't know what to do with it. So this is what this video is for. I will give you some just helpful tips on how to maintain your Phalaenopsis orchid in good condition, how to enjoy her blooms for many months, and then when her blooms fall off, you can put it aside, and in a few months you will get more blooms. This is why I love this plant and I love these flowers, because you can actually enjoy their blooms for so long. You get, not to knock on roses or tulips or anything like that, but you get them and they're good for a week or two, and then you actually have to throw them out. These you can save, you can have for years, and you will get blooms, and you'll be able to enjoy them for for almost a lifetime. Anyway, so these are some of the hints, or some of the tips that I can give you on how to keep your indoor orchids healthy. So first of all, I would like to tell you that Phalaenopsis orchids are epiphytes. And what that means is that they do not grow inside soil. They are actually happiest when they are attached to trees. And if you see my videos and you follow me on Instagram, or you follow me here on my YouTube channel, you will know that I like to attach my Phalaenopsis orchids and my dendrobiums and my cattleyas on my palms, on my trees outside, because they love it there. They are the happiest when they are outdoors. But today we're talking about indoor phals. So here are the helpful tips for you. First of all, let's start by watering, which is a question that everybody has, and is a question that I get phone calls for, probably on a weekly basis, asking how to water and how much to water my orchid. So the first thing you need to know is that you never want to just place this orchid under your sink and just let the water run over it. You don't want to wet the leaves ever. You don't want to wet the flower ever. Now what happens is that if you do wet the leaves, you will get a water accumulation inside here, and that would cause the orchid to rotten. It will cause it to get some crown rot. It will cause it to get the leaves, pretty much you will kill the orchid if you constantly water with, water them with a tap, just hitting it over the orchid. Best thing is, you just get the water right in the root system and let it sit there for about 15 to 20 minutes, and then you allow your orchid to just drain out all the excess water. Now what I do, and I like to do, is I like to water my indoor phals, especially when I have them in these decorative pots, is that I like to water them with ice cubes. Yes, a lot of criticism is all over the internet and all over YouTube, and there's orchid growers that do not like ice cube. You guys, I live in South Florida. It is very humid here, so I enjoy, and I've done it for years. Once a week I get just a few ice cubes. 3 is what they recommend, and I put it right in between all my Phalaenopsis. Now if I have an arrangement like this where I have 2 separate plants, I like to put ice cubes, like maybe 2 or 3 here, and maybe I'll add a few little ice cubes on the other plant, just so they all get some water. So that's my method. It's been criticized so much, and I am sorry. I like the ice cubes. It's worked for me for many years, and I will continue using the ice cubes. I live in South Florida. If you live up north, if you live somewhere that it's cold and that it's dry, Obviously, you don't want to use the ice cubes because you don't want to just give them more coldness. You know, you want to use tap water, or lukewarm water would also work really well. But just make sure not to overwater it. You want to just, if you just drip a little bit of water in here. Most importantly, you want to check the root system. Make sure that the roots are nice and hydrated and like a lime green color. Whenever you notice your roots looking gray or looking silverish, that's an indicator that your orchid needs water when you have those gray silvery roots. So as long as your roots are nice and green and hydrated, whatever you're doing once a week will work. A little bit of water is all they need, but they do need water to survive. So don't deprive them of water. Always just make sure that they get water and that you don't get it anywhere else except for the roots. Okay, so you've got this beautiful flower arrangement, this beautiful orchid. Where do you set it in your home? So they like sunlight. So just anywhere in your home where you have like a window close by, or they can get some sunlight, is perfect. You don't want to sit it directly in the sun because that will make the leaves burn, and your orchid will not like that. So just somewhere with sunlight. Another thing I wanted to let you know is that you're probably going to have this orchid for a while. So when you have to repot her, like in a year and a half, you have to always pot her in the correct media. Now, when I say media, I mean, obviously no soil. That will kill your orchid. I like these two forms of media for the Phalaenopsis orchids, and these are bark chips, and you can get a bag of bark chips at Home Depot or anywhere where orchids are sold. You will find the correct media for them. And sphagnum moss. I love sphagnum moss. This is what I use to repot. This is also what I use to attach my orchids on my trees, because this holds the moisture really, really nicely. And that's, it's my favorite type of media, but you can choose either or. Is good, and it'll work. Okay, another thing I wanted to tell you about the orchids. So fertilizing. Please do not fertilize your orchids when the flowers are in bloom. That will reduce their the time that they're in bloom. You will damage the orchid if you do that when it's in bloom. Just wait till all the flowers fall, and every time you're gonna water it, you might want to add a little bit of orchid fertilizer. Now, notice how I said orchid fertilizer. They have their specific type of fertilizers. Those are the ones that you want to use on your orchids. So what I do once I am left with a spike is that about every 2 weeks I go around and I will fertilize my orchids, and I do this probably before I put them out on my palm trees or on my oak trees, just to give them a nice little boost. So remember, not while they're in bloom. You do it to once the stem falls off, every 2 weeks. That way you have 1 week right in between where you just give it water so you can flush out all that extra salt. And basically that is pretty much it, guys. So we've gone over the watering, we've gone over where to put them, we've gone over the fertilizing, and don't be scared. These are amazing flowers to have. I love them. As you can see, I have them everywhere. I keep them in my patio, I keep them indoors, and I also put them on my palms and my trees and my oak trees. So they're not that hard, and they're so rewarding. They are just amazing. They make me very happy. I hope that you, if you're getting them for the first time, you grow a love for them, because they're so, they're just amazing plants to have, amazing flowers to have, or plants, or whatever. So that's it for today's video. I hope I was able to teach you something. Good luck with your orchid. Enjoy it. Remember, they are not dead. When the flowers fall, you can always set them aside, close a window, and water it once a week. And before you know it, you will start seeing little buds forming, and you'll get blooms again. So it was nice filming this video. I will see you in my next video. If you have any questions, if you have any comments, leave them below. Thumbs up if you liked it, and if you haven't signed in or subscribed, go ahead and do that. I will be posting videos every Sunday on just different information or whatever comes up, and I will share that with you. So this is all for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I will see you soon.